So the 2025 SBD World's Strongest Man has come to an end, and it has probably been one of the most entertaining World's Strongest Man, I think, for me, close to a decade, nearly a decade.
Yes.
I've said it, I think, the World's Strongest Man with Eddie Hall, 2017. Since then, this is, without a doubt, I think it's been the biggest upset, the biggest, like, underdog story, just everything.
I think, the gods of strongmen send us this
Messiah.
This guy, you know,
Yeah.
to take away all the bad life
Juju.
juju, that was coming towards strongmen.
Yeah.
We needed for this guy to win,
Yeah.
and I'm very happy that he did win.
Well, the way I put it, right, so this is the number one thing for me, how I know it was a good competition. My girlfriend at home, who has no interest in strongman whatsoever, you know as well, she has like zero. Even when I talk about it, she's like, and she was even interested all weekend. She was like, how's Reno getting on? When I explained to her, like, kind of relatively unknown, realistically.
Does she know about the downfalls?
Yeah, well, she knows about the downfalls too of strongman, what's been going on.
These two strongmen.
Yeah. Who people thought in the last video we were kind of on the fence. We're not on the fence.
We're not on the fence.
Not one bit at all. And we're just gonna put that
I
out.
think what Mitch Hooper and Luke Stoltman did, it's really bad.
Yes.
Especially that the girlfriend of wives.
The wife.
The wives, they were pregnant while they went
the stuff
and
was going on,
basically cheated on them. You know what I mean? I think it's messed up.
But now we have a savior to come in and save the sport. Like, to me, he's like the everyday strongman, if that makes sense. Like, as Eddie Hall said, he's works a full-time job. He's relatively new to the sport as well. Like, so he gave up rugby in 2019. The last 2 years he's been training strongman, and now he's the world's strongest man.
The world's strongest man. It's good again. Like, it's good that he came in within what you said, 2 years of training.
So 2 years, because he didn't. So when he gave up rugby in 2019, this is from the story or the interview we had with MST Systems, and I think there was another interview as well that he chatted about. And he said, realistically, 2019 he gave up rugby. He then went into strongman. 2023, I think it was, and now, like,
he's the world's strongest man. So I think it's, again, there's so many good things that will come out of this win. So the guy is 30 years of age, doing strongman for 2 years, wins world's strongest man. So that means you don't need to be doing strongman 19
28.
We can do other sports and transition later in life and become world's strongest man.
But you look at Alexei Novikov, who was 23, was he, when he won world's strongest man, and now
where is he? Like
30 years of age, broken.
Yes, like I know that now he's starting to make all these short clips, like, you know,
influencer stuff.
He's trying to do influencer stuff. Like, he has a lot of titles, but he's he looks like 10 years older than
and his body is broke. Like, now look, that comes with the insane weight, the lifts that he put onto his body at such a young age. But look, either way, Reno Nell gave us, to me, like I said, one of the craziest finishes in World's Strongest Man history, winning the competition by half a point.
To me, that's not the craziest thing. To me, it's just that he came out of nowhere pretty much dominated.
And we even said it,
all the main guys
in the roundup video for the heats. Reno Nell, third place with 8 points, like, under the radar. Didn't really think about it.
I didn't thought. I think most of the guys didn't think that he can go like and finish in top 3. Never mind winning the whole thing, you know. So I think the guy has only, I guess, like one sort of weakness.
The overhead
was a bit of an issue for him. But other than that, like,
he's incredibly fast. His deadlift is very good. His stones, he didn't finish the stone run. But, like, other than that, his Hercules hold, Eddie Hall was saying that he could have broken Eddie Williams' record only just before the Hercules hold off. He re-gripped, which is the worst thing that could have possibly happened. But even at that, he still held it for like a minute and 15 seconds. But, like, if you when you look through it, so, like, from the very start, like, other than obviously Mitch Hooper getting 10 points at the start, Reno was up there, carrying hoist. Like, did phenomenal.
He smashed it.
Won the carrying hoist. Like, bet second place by 4 seconds. Like when you go into the 18-inch deadlift, 490 kilos finished in second place behind Trey Mitchell, who pulled an insane 500 kilos without a suit.
Without a suit, yeah. Everything without a suit. So all in all, I think it was great competition. And like I said, again, it took away from all that bad taste in our mouths after the last year with all these dramas happening, So now people are talking about him. Now, he is world's strongest man, and he will get invitations to the other competition.
Yes, strongest man on earth.
Yes. So we'll see how he can perform there.
Yeah.
Is he going to be like a one-off, world's strongest man winner? Or he can prove everyone that he can win the major titles like Mitch Hooper, for example.
But even I put it this way, even if Reno never wins world's strongest man again, I am like over the moon delighted that he won it. Like it's just
I think this win gives hope to a lot of other strongmen.
It's a story. It's the underdog story that everybody wants to hear, because like he went from Strongman Champions League, dominated Strongman Champions League realistically, and then was in the last 5 to be called up to the world's strongest man for this year. But like there's so many good athletes that were competing as well. Like like Paddy Haynes as well, like first time world's strongest man got to the finals. Andre Futu, like 23 years of age.
I expect a bit more from Futu.
I know you did. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
I think he could have done a better job. Dude, that's just me.
He's so many years experience left to go ahead of him. Like still 23. Like it's just even to get to that position, like to finish 6th in the world. But like when you got to the final couple events, so like even with Reno and Tom and Mitch, for a while there it was starting to look, it could have went anyway. Yeah. When Mitch and Tom were level on 36 points and Reno was or 36 and a half, and Reno was 39. Reno, all he had to do was finish like mid-table in the Flintstone press, and he would have been clear. And then he finishes third last, and you're like, oh,
it was close. Even in general, only half a point separated Tom Stallman and Reno. Yeah, and if anyone, I think it's like what you said, Mitch would have done a little bit better, a second better. Or
if Reno had finished like 1.1 seconds slower, he would have finished the competition in 4th.
In stones, he finished 3rd, right?
He finished 3rd. If he had finished 4th, but the thing is, if he had loaded that 4th stone after Mitch, Tom would have won. Yeah, and Reno would have finished 4th.
Would have finished. Yeah.
Because the way the points would have worked out, like.
Wow. Yeah, that's a close finish.
Like see, like Mitch Hooper as well messed up on the stones. Probably could have done a bit better. Like
he dropped the first one, didn't he?
Yeah. So just before he got to the platform, he dropped it. As well as Reno Nell winning his first title as a rookie, first time in 28 years.
Yeah, he's the 3rd strongman, I believe, to do that.
Yeah, but like nearly 30 years of weight. Yahoo Akala was the
Magnus Van Margussen as well.
Yeah,
he did it
in his first year. Yeah. Like it's crazy to think that that's a stat like that actually happens. But as well as that, you have a world record from Eddie Williams in the Hercules hold at world's strongest man, and then you have Lucas Hatton, 252 kilos, I think it was, behind the neck press.
Yeah, it was strange though, because it wasn't done during the competition.
But it was in competition.
But I don't know why did they do that. To be honest.
They could have, like anybody could have went and done it. The best, I guess.
Like you can do that as like to entertain the crowd. You know what I mean? But you shouldn't class it as a
Like we love record. Lucas and all that, but I still think.
Yeah, I think you just need to be a competitor in the competition. Yeah, as in like he didn't qualify for the finals, and to bring him on just to get the world record. I don't know. It's kind of.
It's a strange one. Yeah. Because he had a day's rest, realistically, on everyone else.
Like, I know the Giants Live, they invite guys just who can potentially break the records.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Yeah, but that's a different sort of approach. This one is like, you can't invite him to compete in the finals because he didn't qualify. So, I don't know. I don't think
that's up to interpretation, I suppose.
I don't.
But either way, like, let us know in the comment section down below what you think of the world's strongest man. Now, I know you're all going to say, well, we don't know because you don't get to watch it. It's not till Christmas time. And it's understandable, and like it is annoying because from what I heard, I really wanted to watch the show. Like I was nearly thinking of buying a ticket and flying just to go see the last day. That's how close I was to getting to it. Yeah. Because it really seemed like a very interesting show. And I'm actually kind of looking forward. I think I will watch it at Christmas. Yeah. Even like usually I wouldn't do it when you know the results, but again, I say Reno. He's just an everyday strongman. He gives hope for every strongman who wants to be world strongest.
Yeah, literally, I think that's the most important thing. His win will give a lot of hope to a lot of strongmen who do full-time jobs, who just train strongman and compete in strongman just for a bit of fun, for like a hobby thing instead of trying to be a professional.
Pro level, yeah.
We'll see what's gonna happen now with Reno. Like, will he try to quit his job and go full-time pro? Which I would advise him not to do it.
Yeah.
Because like he won World's Strongest Man without being full-time strongman, so
you don't need the extra.
Yeah,
stress
so
on
if he has good relationship with his employer, and he can allow him to go to all these other competitions, come back and just keep working for him, I think he should do that.
Look, let us know in the comment section down below what you think. What did you think of the overall standings? Do you think you had someone else in a different place, or did you even see Reno winning? And don't lie and say,
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. Will anyone admit it? Like, I actually saw that.
I actually said Reno. Well, look, let us know. We'd love to see all your comments in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please press the bell icon. It'll keep you up to date with everything that's Lalas Brothers. And we'll see you in a future video.
See you later, guys.